Shalom, shalom to the elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rachak Kodash, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Once again, risking your life to push this word across the four corners of the earth. And you best be damn sure that as things get tighter, what does the scripture say? The love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, people are actually going to eat each other. They're going to eat their children. And it's all prophesied. It's not us making it up, but it's all written. All right. Meanwhile, Esau is still the rich. You know, Esau is still at the helm. I mean, if you can't see that he's the wicked, I don't know what else to show you. All right, but just going real quick to this topic, because they're going to be rich until they fall. And it's not going to matter. It says, according to the U.S. Mint, current gold holdings at the U.S. Bullion Depository at Fort Knox are 147 million ounces. So they allegedly have 147 million ounces of gold. About half of the Treasury store gold is kept at Fort Knox. Has the gold ever been removed? The Mint says only very small quantities have been removed to test the purity during regularly scheduled audits. And Elon is saying he wants to audit that, so we'll see. But I think it's all funny because the scriptures say when he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. So it's like when you look at that Esau's logic, whenever they do something and this is all for the people, everybody might get some benefits back. All they're doing it is to undermine, their political opponents and opposition. That's the only reason they're doing it. And the scriptures say what? It talks about a niggard, a covetous man with money. This is Sirach 13:3. It says, the rich man has done wrong, and yet he threatens withal. The poor is wrong that he must entreat also. If you be for his profit, he will use you, but if you have nothing, he will forsake you. And such is the case with Esau. And that's why you see when certain people start struggling, Esau turn on you. And like right now, they have the fuck? So what? Excuse me. Yeah, with these deliveries, man, anybody can pull up. That shit was weird. That shit was weird as hell. Anyway, this is Sirach 13:5. It says, if you have anything, he will live with you. Yes, he will make you bear and will not be sorry for it. If he have need of you, he will deceive you and smile upon you and put you in hope. He will speak you fair and say, what want you? And he will shame you by his meats until he have drawn you dry twice or thrice. And at the last, he will laugh you to scorn afterward when he sees you. He will forsake you and shake his head at you. Beware that you be not deceived and brought down in your jollity. And that's what's about to happen. Right, he's thinning, down the herd, so to speak. They're cutting back. And you have a lot of people, we keep going over this, but the scriptures talk about when he is about to fill his belly. It's a similar to a feast. And the real people who are about to be the real feast is these all these fools who take this sea hip and buy into Esau's system. They about to be fooled, about to use you, and then as soon as, like you said, as soon as he get rid of you, he gonna laugh you to scorn. He's gonna forsake you. Right? This is why the scriptures talk about the rich man and Lazarus. They say, "What hardly a rich man shall enter into the kingdom." Why? Because you have some jakes who are well off, who made it, didn't necessarily do some nefarious shit. You have a few examples of that. Very few. That's why it talks about the eye of a needle, which is a small gate. Yeah, riches are not going to save this man. All right, Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. Oh, I got to start verse 3. Proverbs 11:3. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. And that's just what we're in, man. We're in the lowest state. The scriptures say, be patient when I was put in the lowest state. So whatever position you're in, whatever situation you have to deal with, you have to deal with it with integrity. You know, scriptures talk about deal with it manfully. You have to make the best, you know, out of a bad situation. And make adjustments. If you got a certain budget, you got to figure out certain, you know, all that stuff, man. All these things go into keeping your house and to keeping yourself, you know, because you need certain quality of life things. So that's something you have to take into account, you know, on your daily walk. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness deliver from death. Ultimately, their riches ain't going to save them. They can have whatever $1 million of bullion, which I want to see them record, which I doubt they're going to do. But I want to see them record because there were talks of that, the actual gold. You know, but we'll see. But yeah, they're going to be rich until the end. It says, the righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. In which we're not perfect, but the elect is going to be found perfect. The elect is going to be made white. They're going to be found worthy, even though no man is worthy. Right? The elect is going to be found clean, even though our righteousness is as filthy rags. It said, the righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. And that's what's about to happen. Esau, it said, violence, with violence, great violence shall Babylon be thrown down. Right, this is the violent and bloody man. And then his sword shall return back on his own pate, on his own head. Right, these curses and stuff, all these different things, you're starting to shift. Everything Esau has to go through, we already went through. Right, we were already put down in the valley of the shadow of death, the pit. Right, basically a state of destruction, hell. Now Esau, it says what? He's gonna go down to the pit. All right, we will put as a byword, a taunting proverb. Shit, he is too. His name is being, you know, turned to mud. And you can go down the list. Verse 7. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish. And notice how in these different verses, the wicked man and that man with riches but no moral integrity are synonymous. It's the same. It's talking about the same person. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. So everything that they hope to do, their empire, all that shit, it's gonna die. It's gonna go out with them. Ain't gonna be no RFID chips in the kingdom of heaven when the people of God are established in their land. Ain't gonna be none of that shit. Right, how everything is done is gonna be completely changed. The earth is gonna breathe forth with life. The scriptures say, even though we're gonna suck the breasts of kings, it say, shit, they're gonna rejoice. Like, damn. They're gonna rejoice that they get to serve us, because we're gonna do things correctly. Right? It's completely wicked that they tell, oh man, there's all these diseases and all this stuff, and the price of eggs is going up, and the price of you should be able to have your own livestock, your own land. That's something that they've taken away. Right? Esau, the ultimate niggard. This is verse 8. The righteous is delivered out of the trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. That was the point. Yeah, and that's what's happened, man. Out of 7 troubles, and the wicked is going to be put in trouble. They're going to be, what they say, slippery slopes, slippery places. All right, Zephaniah 1 and 7. Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord power. Yahweh power, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice. He hath bid his guests. He bid his guests. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. So you want to have those wedding garments on. You want to have, his words. Ultimately, we're gonna be judged by this book. Ultimately, right? We're not gonna be judged according to, directly to the law, but we are in a rehearsal. We don't have a license to sin necessarily. So it's just the act of it's a spiritual exercise, so to speak. You make a mistake, you get up, brush yourself off, you get back up again, try not to do the same things. The scriptures say what? He that he that contemneth little things shall fall away. So it'd be small stuff that adds up to bigger stuff. And yeah, you have to read. You have to read and understand what you're involved in. You have to read and understand why the things that are being spoken are being spoken. We don't just like IUIC, they have like a thing of, like, their followers, they don't read for themselves. You only see certain premiered, videos from certain offices. They'll sit down and do a couple of offices, but then it's like 30 people in the background just not really saying anything. Where are your works at? Where's your faith? Where are your men declaring the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Verse 9, in the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. Hey, deceit, violence. Hey, so like the scriptures say, you should be found, let's say, the church should be blameless. You know, it shouldn't be none of this camp banging shit what you got going on in Israel. You got guys taken away from the name of the Lord, a mouth full of guile, deceit, playing games, giving false witnesses, false accounts. Oh, those guys are rapists and all. Deceitful. And it shall come to pass in the day, saith the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howler from the second, and a great crasher from the hills. Right, represents the market. These different gates. You got gates for this, gate for that. But basically, it's gonna come to a crash. How you inhabitants of Maktesh, it says what? The storehouses are going to be found empty. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees. Now, it bullshitting, hands in your pockets. That say in their heart, the Lord would not do good, neither will he do evil. Right? So we're called forth to produce, man, to put work in. It said, therefore their goods shall become a booty. So they're gonna be spoiled, and their houses of desolation, they're gonna be destroyed. They shall also build houses but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards but not drink the wine thereof. Right? You go straight to the point, verse 18, neither shall their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall even make a spitty riddance of all them that dwell in the land. So when it's time, man, money can't save you. Right? That's what Esau's going over now. Money. We gotta get the money right. Go over this account, go over that account. That's not going to save you. You could do that, but it's not going to save you in that day. Didn't save us. Shit. Other people spoiled, plundered us. Guess what? The wicked of our nation, they're going to get spoiled, plundered again. So, hey, Lord willing, it's edifying. This is all just topics we continue to think about. You know, it's just a lot of stuff going on in the news, man. We got to stay on it. Shalom.